Hello everyone, let's have more news about the Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry has come out swinging this offseason literally. Curry has been busy trying to defend his title in the American Century Championship Celebrity Golf Tournament in South Lake Tahoe. But while he's currently focused on an entirely different goal, he couldn't escape the realities of what's coming next for the Warriors. For the two-time MVP, he has heard it all before. He stressed that they just have to continue to do the work and iron out the kinks from their last campaign. I know I got hurt, but you just want to build off that for another year to build chemistry with Jimmy. You know Draymond will do his thing, said Curry in a report from NBC Sports Bay Area's Monty Poole. Hopefully, some of our young guys are able to take another step. That's every year process. Just take what we did great. Know we're going to have to elevate that and do it more consistently for a whole year. Butler joined the Warriors via a mid-season trade and immediately fit in, providing extra firepower on both ends. Having a full summer working together should only bode well for Butler and Curry. The 37-year-old Curry also addressed the familiar narrative that they cannot win because their core is too old. We've heard it for even before the 2022 championship, Curry added. It all comes down to health. I mean, if you look at every team, Oklahoma City had a relatively healthy run, and that's what you need. Like vets get through a regular season. Try to be in a position where we're not chasing anything down the stretch. Butler and Green are both 35. Buddy Hield is 32. If Golden State ends up adding reported target Al Horford, who's 39, the core will get even older. But that doesn't bother Curry too much, saying he's learned to tune out the outside noise. The Warriors were poised to go on a deep run in last year's playoffs after handily beating the second-seeded Houston Rockets in the first round. However, disaster struck when Curry hurt his hamstring against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the second round. Curry isn't new to adversity. When he returns to the floor next season, one thing's certain, he will come out swinging. The Golden State Warriors have been down this road before. A star becomes available, rumors start swirling, and before long, Golden State finds itself at the center of a conversation about chasing one more title. This time, that conversation concerns LeBron James potentially joining the Warriors. And if Golden State were to make that kind of crazy move, it's likely they would be willing to give up any players not named Stephen Curry or Draymond Green. LeBron's partnership with Luka Doncic in Los Angeles never looked sustainable long term, and the Lakers appear to be shifting toward the future, whether they admit it or not. If they eventually decide to move on, the Warriors are one of the few teams that could make a serious play for James. For them to do that, it makes sense that only Curry and Green would be the untouchables, not the younger guys like Brandon Podziemski or Moses Moody, and not even Jimmy Butler, who just arrived in February in what was supposed to be the team's final push to re-enter title contention. It's a lot to process, especially since Butler gave the team an edge it had been missing since the championship core started to fade. But he is also the one piece whose contract makes any LeBron deal possible. And if the Warriors decide they would rather roll with LeBron instead of Butler, that move could happen in a heartbeat. There is no longer a question about loyalty to the original core either. Klay Thompson is gone, and Golden State is well past the days of prioritizing sentiment over strategy. This is about giving Steph one more legitimate shot, and the front office knows what that looks like. They have pulled this off before. The idea of pairing Steph and LeBron on the same team has been floated as a possibility for many years now. It's always been the kind of wild idea that gets the fan bases of both teams riled up. And if the Warriors find themselves in position to make it happen, there is no reason to think they will let role players or long-term development stand in the way. Because at the end of the day, this is about the present. For better or for worse, Golden State knows that their best bet is go all in before the title window finally shuts, if it's not already closed. And if LeBron James is available, they're probably going to go for it. Kevon Looney will suit up for a new team next season, signing with the New Orleans Pelicans as a free agent. After spending his entire 10-year NBA career with the Golden State Warriors, the 29-year-old brings rebounding, defense, leadership, and experience to New Orleans and becomes the oldest player on the Pelicans roster. Looney was drafted 30th overall by Golden State in 2015 out of UCLA and went on to win 3 championships with the team. He appeared in 599 games with the Warriors, forming a long-standing core alongside Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. The decision to leave the Bay Area stemmed largely from a decline in trust and playing time under head coach Steve Kerr, the big man revealed. These last few years, everything's been changing, everything's been kind of up and down. They are telling me late. My minutes are always up and down, Looney said on the Warriors Plus Minus podcast. I was like, what's really going to happen? I don't know how they view me or how much they're going to offer. It can vary with the Warriors. Looney pointed to the 2025 playoff series against the Houston Rockets as the final breaking point. It was not one moment, like even this year, probably in the playoffs, we're going against Steven Adams. This is what I do. They're not giving me the chance to really let me do what I do, he said. It's like, all right, y'all don't trust me. I thought y'all would trust me. Looney played just 10.0 minutes per game in 12 playoff appearances this year. During the regular season, he saw action in 76 games, averaging 4.5 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in 15.0 minutes per contest, mostly coming off the bench. The Golden State Warriors have been put in an interesting position this offseason with a big decision to make for 22-year-old forward Jonathan Kuminga. The former 7th overall pick has hit restricted free agency, and the Warriors have made it clear they are not letting him walk for nothing in return. Since the start of the offseason, the Warriors have been exploring sign and trade options for Kuminga to find him a new home, and teams like the Sacramento Kings, Miami Heat, and Chicago Bulls have emerged as potential suitors. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr benched Kuminga at the end of the regular season and start of the playoffs, but an incredible second-round performance from the young forward skyrocketed his value. When Steph Curry was sidelined in the playoffs, Kuminga showed exactly what he is capable of, but not everyone is sold. Every team that initially showed interest in Kuminga has seemingly backed out, including the Chicago Bulls. A new report from the Chicago Sun-Times' Joe Cowley reveals that the Bulls' interest in a Kuminga deal has dwindled, and rumors the Bulls were interested in a sign-and-trade deal for the Warriors' Jonathan Kuminga have quieted substantially, Cowley wrote. With suitors for Kuminga dropping like flies, the expectation has become that the young forward will be suiting up for the Warriors next season, but a trade at next year's deadline is undoubtedly in the cards. Kuminga still has the potential to be a great player, but if Steve Kerr does not like his fit with this Warriors team, it is hard to envision a long-term future for him in Golden State.